It is 10 a.m. on the East Coast and 9 a.m. in the town of Sulphur, Oklahoma, where a powerful tornado touched down on Saturday. This is the aftermath there. A dozen twisters are said to have hit Oklahoma this weekend, killing at least 4 people. Forecasters say more than 100 tornadoes were reported across 6 states on Friday alone, with more on Saturday and Sunday. Omar Villafranca is in Sulphur, Oklahoma for us today. Omar, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Not one, but 2 tornado-warned storms hit the city of Sulphur, and one of those storms did drop a tornado, and you can see some of the damage here behind me. Some of the preliminary reports from the National Weather Service say that this was an EF3. That means wind speeds of at least 136 miles an hour, and this is the kind of damage we're seeing. The roofs ripped off, bricks behind me are on the ground. You also may be able to see this building behind me. A lot of the police are keeping us back here, saying some of these buildings just aren't safe to be around, and damage like this goes on for blocks.
Downtown Sulphur was torn to shreds Saturday night after what forecasters say was at least an EF3 tornado ripped through the city, killing 1 person.
Looks like a bomb went off. It's so much worse in person.
Dana Vandiver and Donna Lewis own the Prairie Thicket Boutique.
The clothes are still on the racks.
They took this video as they arrived to see what was left of their business.
How does that even happen?
They just celebrated their grand opening on Friday. But now,
a heartache.
Yeah.
Heartache, devastation.
And the devastation extends far beyond Sulphur. Starting Friday, a storm system spawned a slew of tornadoes across the plains, including Nebraska, where parts of Omaha, the state's most populous city, were leveled.
You come upstairs and see that you have no house from emerging from the basement. You're home, but you're actually homeless.
Back in Oklahoma, destroyed homes and businesses were also a common sight in Marietta, where another EF3 twister touched down Saturday. Jack Fink with CBS News Texas was there to see the aftermath up close.
Authorities say the tornado that blew through Marietta, Oklahoma, developed so fast it gave very little warning. It crossed I-35 and destroyed 2 stores and then damaged this nursing home. It continued in a northeasterly direction where it slammed into this hospital. 1 driver was killed when his 18-wheeler overturned.
The EF3 here in Sulphur seems to have struck with similar speed.
It sounded like a freight train was coming at us. Like, all we heard was like, boom.
19-year-old Addie Gordon was working at the local steakhouse when the tornado hit. She thought it was going to miss the city until it didn't.
Were you scared?
Oh, I screamed. I thought I was going to pee myself. Right, I was like, this is it. This is how we're going to die.
12 counties here in Oklahoma are still under a state of emergency. Thousands of people are also still without power, but crews are working nonstop to try to get that restored. We talked to residents and business owners here who are telling us that it could be weeks, maybe even months before things get back to normal. Anne-Marie?
Yeah, it sure looks like it. Omar, what are residents telling you about how this storm was different?
Well, usually, Anne-Marie, they were saying that these storms come through and it's one big storm that rolls through. This was waves upon waves of storms that kept on rolling through the Oklahoma area. As I mentioned up top, we might have lost you with the audio issues, but we had 2 tornado-warned storms that came through here and hit Sulphur, but one of them actually did drop a tornado. But that means sirens going off multiple times, and one resident told me that they were out working, heard the sirens, went into the basement, did the proper thing, heard windows breaking, sirens go off and turn off. They come back up, and right when they're trying to assess to see if it's safe to move around, another set of sirens goes off, so they have to seek shelter. So that, for some of these folks, was definitely new.
Yeah, right, Omar. It sounds like you just don't know what to do, where to go. Thank you so much.
Yeah.